What is domestic violence?
The first time I met somebody who was a survivor of domestic violence, when I was about 18 years old, and a classmate of mine walked in. She had a lot of makeup on her face, and of course there were some Muslims who said, "You shouldn't wear makeup, it's haram." They didn't realize that the makeup was covering bruises that she had.
Domestic violence is one of the most significant spiritual and social diseases within our communities, not only within the scope of violence, but it can be seen within any sort of abuse that takes place, specifically, again, between individuals who are within one particular household.
Domestic violence is the attempt of a partner within a relationship to exert control over the other partner, and this can be done through financial abuse, emotional abuse, sexual abuse, psychological abuse, any of the forms where one partner is really dominating and keeping control over the other.
When you find yourself in a relationship where individuals are mistreating you, leveraging their authority, their power in a way that's demeaning you, paralyzing you, making you feel as if you are somehow to blame for things that you've never done wrong. And that could come in the form of somebody being physically violent, but also it can come in the form of someone being emotionally violent and abusive. Our abilities to engage and act upon situations that involve abuse, trauma, violence, hostility of certain kinds become difficult just because we're not really ever educated or given insight as to how to respond to something like this.
I think the number one thing to remember when we have loved ones or people that we care about that are experiencing domestic violence is to not be judgmental. We may not know the ins and outs of the situation. A lot of times people don't leave violent situations or relationships where there is DV for a multitude of reasons. So it could be because of safety, because of shame, because the other person has actually effectively cut the individual off from the supports in their lives, like loved ones and family and whatnot. So I think really approaching it from a non-judgmental stance is the most important thing.
You can't just tell somebody to pray things away. You also can't just tell them things like, well, just put your trust in God, or this is a test from God, because what kind of conceptualization of God are you really giving to somebody who's trying to figure out why literally like their father is hitting them?
Spreading domestic violence awareness is of the utmost importance because of how common it is within our communities and societies today. If we are not pushing forth the importance of speaking to this message, there are going to be plenty of other victims who don't know that there is a light at the end of the tunnel for them, that there is an opportunity to break away from those shackles and to receive the love, the care, the support that they need in this day and age.